Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into another video. How you guys all doing? I have here another teaser to talk about. That's right, about Vora. And I don't know why Beam is in the screen. Hi, Beam. But continuing on. So, Metro Birdman. For those who don't know, he is actually part of the stream team. He was a streamer from Mixer that unfortunately, he got caught up on all that confusion of Mixer shutting down. He's now currently moving to Twitch. And since I'm already talking about that, if you guys want to follow him, Metro Birdman, he's currently at 1,000 followers. If you guys just want to help him a little bit, he had so much on Mixer and then everything just went to the garbage bin because of what Microsoft did. So yeah, just go drop him a follow, help him up. He streams a lot, many more different games, not just Paladins. He is actually really fun, so definitely worth checking out. Please just, I'll leave the link in the description. Alright, going on, he also has a Twitter, if you guys want to check it out. But today, he tweeted something that I was already sort of expecting, and I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm expecting for the next ones to be by Frostfangs and Kami VS. That's right. And why am I saying this? Because I saw somebody talking to them to check their inboxes. No need to say anything else. I also saw this person that was saying, making reference to Atlas. And also does Metro mention Atlas. In his video for 1 minute and 30 seconds, he says that he received a package. Inside of this package, it was basically a pouch. And I'll explain the meaning of the pouch. A vial of apparently blood, and then a piece of paper. The piece of paper on one side has a map, and on the other side has a text. And I'll show that in just a second. It should be right here. There it is. So, the letter says the following. Blow the horn of Arturos, the forest will call upon the alliances of the past. So, I'll explain that in a bit, but now we're going to look at the map. What does the map show us, right? I'm going to put this closer so you guys can see what I'm talking about. If you can see here on the right side, we got the ripped part of the map, which I assume that the other pieces that Kami VS and Frostfangs received will then together, make a full map. So I'm waiting for that to come out so I can make some sort of a Photoshop cut version and join them all together. It's going to be like a realm map, which is actually pretty good. We're going to finally be able to see the real map of the Paladins and, the realm. So, in the top right, we see Enchanted Forest, we see Greenwood there, and I'll explain about Greenwood, the pouch, and even Arturos. The Paladin symbol right there, Temple Blessed right there, which I don't know that one. I don't know what that means, sorry. We also have Marauder's Port over there, which is hard to see, but it's easy to understand. That's the map we have for Dredge. So yeah, there we go. Greenwood does have a little bit of interest now in this teaser. Why? Well, because Arturos is the father of Cassie. Arturos is from Greenwood. Cassie is from Greenwood. So apparently there's some sort of a curse where the people who live in Greenwood cannot leave it. The old lore, the alpha lore, it says that Arturos basically retired to take care of his daughter. But on the new lore, it says something about being, having this sort of a curse because of their bloodline. Which brings me to the blood vial that Metro received. I may be mistaken, but I think that is just a reference to that. The pouch, well, they're hunters, and the pouch goes perfect for that. So, there you go. So the part where it says, blow the horn of Arturos, and, the forest will call upon the alliances of the past, it's pretty much saying that they're gonna need some help from all different places, and Greenwood, the hunters, the legendary hunters, which Arturos is one of them, basically they need to call them to help. And one thing is funny, because Metro mentions in the video that the card that he received, the pouch, the blood vial, and everything else, was actually given to him, sent to him by the son of a legendary judge. It makes sense. Finally, it makes sense, because Atlas coming back into the past and not actually having to do anything. The only thing he ever did was actually being kicked, in the teeth by Corvus and everybody else. I mean, it didn't make much sense. A lot of people already been theorizing that apparently Atlas was just trying to hold on, give some more time so Io could come and save everything. I don't believe that. That's completely false, at least for me. Because why would, Io would have to wait to come down to Earth? I saw something, just come down to Earth and help, that's it. No Atlas necessary to come back all the way to the past just to stop it. Atlas probably knows there's no real way to stop Corvus from trying to release the darkness. Somebody will eventually release the darkness embedded in those crystals. So, what he's trying to do, however, is get alliances, more people together, everybody together, who possibly, even the Magistrate together, and actually get everybody together to destroy the darkness when it's still fresh, when it's still weak, right? It makes sense. So, getting the Hunters, father of Cassie, and everybody else, people on Greenwood, the Enchanted Forest, and so on, and just join them all together, maybe they will be able to defeat the darkness. That Corvus, Corvus is not really doing that for for a bad thing. He just wants to try to end the war. In return, he's making it worse, and people are now joining up together to stop him. So in one way or the other, he will stop the war, funny enough. But he's also unleashing some things out into the world that maybe he shouldn't. Realm is one of them. That's why the Magistrate cast him out in the first place. So, he then, after the Realm fiasco, and, Ceres tricking him, which, by the way, in case you guys don't know, it was actually Ceres that helped Cassie leave Greenwood because of some sort of a curse or, just duty because of the bloodline. I don't really know what happened there. There's not really much more information about that. But it was Ceres actually that helped Cassie leaving Greenwood. Then Cassie, joined it together with the Paladins and etc, etc, etc. So, now, what this does lead me to think is that maybe the father of Cassie, Arturos, may be a playable character in the future. Which actually is pretty cool, in my opinion. So, we got that. We also know that the Hunters are now going to join them. And beyond that, we know that Atlas, for some reason, is sending, letters and calling people out to join forces together. And now I'm going to do a really fast recap of what we already know from before. And also, just a little warning, there's also going to be teasers apparently every single day from now on until the showcase. Showcase is not going to be this week, because I know showcase should be in the next week. So probably day 30 or something. I'm not even sure about the exact day, but they usually do it on the weekend, so I'm guessing that's it. Also, I forgot to mention, so we're going to go real quick right there. We're going to go on the Paladins website, and I believe that it's on the news, the latest post they did. If we go there, this week on the Realm, and we scroll down, we see this. As you can see here, it says right there, "We'll see you in the Realm." And then it has these little symbols. Now, this isn't exactly like what I would call, a specific teaser. What I think this is, it just seems like it's corrupted, right? So it's a reference to what we're dealing with, the darkness and so on. If you go onto Romanova's tweets that she's been doing all this week, you'll find out why I actually know that it was Frostfangs and Kami VS that are going to get the next teasers. And you also will be able to find out her mentioning, Atlas multiple times. And there's also something about here that says, "A teaser every day keeps the darkness away." Or does it? So this leads me to think that, yes, the darkness will be unleashed, because it says, "Or does it?" And yes, Vora is related to the darkness. And the darkness, as you guys know, on the Book of Atlas, and I can show you right here, when he's not the Book of Atlas, sorry, the Atlas video, it shows you pretty clearly what the darkness looks like, these monsters and so on. But this as a playable character seems pretty weird to me. So what I think is that Vora is going to be having the power to control these monsters together with some others, because apparently there's also another monster here. Another character or another part of the darkness that I should find it right around here. There it is. Yagorath. The Worm Mama. You can see it up there. I believe this is a tank, by the way. But it has a symbol there, but not just that. I believe that it's a tank because of the order as well. And not just that, I think that if this is related to worms, then yes, there's more than one character that is actually related to the darkness, and there you go. As I told you before, I don't feel like Vora is the only darkness character related. Alright, so this character is probably going to be the next one. Maybe Vora is going to be able to unlock, or save, or unleash Yagorath. And maybe the father of Cassie will come as a playable character after. maybe we're gonna have a huge confrontation, and they're gonna try to get their army. The darkness is gonna try to get their army. This is a tank that somehow transforms into those monsters, by the way. Yes, there is some data to that. It transforms into something like this, and his ultimate or something like that. And Vora can just, you know, just use her, like, these monsters, apparently. Also, I forgot to mention this on my last video. In the data mine, you also get to see the golden weapon is named Golden Scythe. So, there you go. Remember me talking about the weapons of, you know, present on this video, on this picture right here, that they look like scythes, and people thought it was Maeve, and I said, maybe this is not Maeve, this is actually Vora. Well, it makes sense. She is a flank, looks like a flank to me. I mean, she looks small and mobile, and she has 2 scythes. Also, she apparently, I'm just giving a wild guess. There's no way to tell this. I'm thinking she's gonna be able to attack, like, throws one scythe, throws the other scythe, and then either calls them back together or throws them together as a third attack. Because the third attack she has is pretty, you know, pretty heavy. Medium, light, heavy, projectile attack, chain, 600, 320, 320, 800 damage. I really don't know. Maybe it's sort of almost like Zen, but it also has like this first initial attack. I don't know how this is going to work. I really am eager to understand. I mean, let's be honest. It's not just because she's a flank. It's not just because of the character itself. It's because of the lore. The entire thing of lore, you guys know that my channel has always been based on lore. I've always been hunting lore since, I don't know, even before Vivian came out, right? I've been analyzing, checking teasers, talking about the stories, making videos about the lore so I can help you guys understand the lore and everything. If anything, I consider myself the lore man on the Paladin side. And yeah, there's other people out there that can also be considered lore people and so on. You know, investigators and whatever you want to call them. But yes, I dedicate myself fully to this. So yes, there you go. This is most of the information I have here today for you. Today the video is a little bit big, already 12 minutes and so on. But I'll come back soon enough, you know, on probably tomorrow. I mean, they did say 1 teaser a day, so there you go. I'm thinking this actually going to be teasers every day, not just by the content creators, all right? So that is pretty much what I have here. Here's the other thing just that I wanted to mention before we end the video. This is what was on the profile picture and the profile banner of Thunderbrush before. As you can see, this is a shattered desert being completely corrupted with monsters all over the place with tentacles and teeth. This is Vora, which, by the way, completely blacked out, so I assume this is the original Vora. There is, however, a skin data mined also to be the pre-corrupted Vora, so that would be this one here, which is currently the present profile picture of Thunderbrush together with the Shattered Desert. There's only one thing that I can say this. This is before and this is after. This is why he shows this, right? I would actually be more confused if he did it the other way around, where he showed us before and then after. But in this way, he kind of bamboozled a lot of people. Especially because when I look at this character, I'm still saying those eyes on the side are not hers. Those are some monsters or something, or a skin, or some effect, or maybe an old mode or something, where she becomes a monster. I don't know. I may be mistaken, though. We'll see when it comes out. Which, by the way, as I mentioned, showcase should be around day 30, if I'm not mistaken. And the patch, the real patch ends, the battle pass ends in like, what, 37 days or something? 27 days? I know that it's going to be 28th of October. So that's when we're going to get the new patch. As for PDS, it should be immediately after the showcase. So like in the weekend. So if it's day 30, expect it to be around, I don't know, like day 1 or 2 of October PDS. I'm assuming. I'm not sure. So yeah, probably day like 2 or 3. And she also has some bleeding effect, which I forgot to mention for those who don't know. But there you go. This is pretty much the entire information I got here for you. No further information for Yagorath, so that's going to be for after Vora. You know, it's going to be fun. But still, don't forget, everyday teasers. So I'll be doing videos about that. Also, don't forget, Metro Birdman on Twitch. Go help him out. You know, he already suffered a lot because of Mixer. Thank you, Microsoft. Thank you so much for not caring about people. And also, I actually have some new stuff here for you. On my own channel, I've been doing streams these last few days. I got some new stuff that you guys can do with my points of viewers. No, this is not the points of viewers you get to use on the game, alright? These are just my streaming channel specific. By watching, you'll get these points and you'll be able to mess around with me. Like, for example, you'll be able to be a VIP to play on my party for 3 games in a row. It's because I basically just take everyone away out of the party after 1 match so I can give more turns. You can choose my next champion or choose the next mode, including ranked, customs, or even training modes. You can also force me to have an auto champion, let the game pick a champion for me, modify the modes, force me to say, how you doing? And you can say this many times. Many people, like the other day, I think I said it like 20 times in a row. Let's go. So there you go. You can also highlight your messages, and more things are to come in the future. We also have subs, so if you want to sub, you can now do with that. You know, it's been there for a while, but a lot of people don't know I actually stream on Twitch. So there you go. I don't just stream on the Paladins Game channel, and I don't just stream on YouTube. I also stream on my own Twitch. And based on stuff that is happening on YouTube, I don't know if I'm not just gonna go all the way to Twitch and that's it, and just do my videos on YouTube, you know? And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I also have an Instagram if you guys want to follow it up, Kreepers.26, easy to find. We got Discord, all right? And I also have a Twitter myself. So, I mean, Kreepers YT, easy to find, easy to follow as well, so you guys don't miss the notifications for the videos and streams, and even the giveaways. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time. Till then, have a wonderful time, and stay safe. Bye-bye, people.